Creativity at work. In a world increasingly driven by automation, algorithms, and rapid technological shifts, human creativity is emerging as our most powerful differentiator. Creativity is more than just artistry. It's the capacity to solve real problems in innovative and valuable ways. Whether you're designing experiments, developing new systems, or optimizing processes, creativity is the force that drives progress. It enables us to imagine new possibilities, adapt to changing environments, and deliver solutions no one else has considered. Albert Einstein famously said, "Creativity is intelligence having fun," reminding us that innovation comes not only from logic and knowledge, but also from play, curiosity, and the courage to explore the unknown. In your career, creativity won't just be a bonus skill, it will be a key driver of your impact, influence, and fulfillment. Developing your creative mindset now is essential for staying ahead in a landscape where machines may analyze, but only humans can invent. Introduction: Why creativity matters now. Today, creativity matters more than ever before. As technologies evolve, entire industries transform, and traditional ways of working quickly become outdated. Creativity empowers individuals and organizations to stay ahead of the curve. It's not limited to artists or designers. Scientists and engineers rely on creativity to design experiments, solve complex equations, and invent novel materials and systems. Creativity thrives at the intersection of different domains, where seemingly unrelated ideas spark breakthrough innovations. In high-change environments, creative thinking enables adaptability, helping professionals pivot, reframe challenges, and find value in disruption. As automation handles repetitive tasks, it's human ingenuity that remains irreplaceable. Our ability to think differently, connect the dots in new ways, and propose unconventional solutions gives us a strategic advantage. By understanding and applying creativity, you can position yourself as a problem solver who adds unique value in any technical or organizational setting. Defining creativity. Creativity is the ability to see the world in new ways, find patterns others miss, and generate solutions that are both original and useful. For scientists and engineers, this means looking beyond conventional perspectives and identifying relationships between ideas that might seem unrelated at first glance. It involves perceiving possibilities, making insightful connections, and inventing approaches that drive tangible results. Two modes of thinking play a critical role in creative processes. Divergent thinking involves generating a wide range of ideas and possibilities. It's expansive and exploratory. Convergent thinking, on the other hand, focuses on narrowing those ideas to select the most effective and viable one. Creativity is not some mysterious gift, it's a learnable skill. When approached as a mindset and practiced consistently, it becomes a powerful advantage in the workplace. Whether you're troubleshooting an unexpected issue or designing a new product, creativity equips you to deliver smarter, more elegant solutions. Creativity in the workplace. An overview. Creativity enhances performance across all professional roles. For engineers, it means designing innovative solutions to complex technical problems. Technicians apply creativity when troubleshooting unexpected challenges and thinking on their feet. Managers rely on creative thinking to improve team dynamics and process flows. Even in highly regulated fields like accounting or healthcare, creativity enables practitioners to develop compliant yet customized solutions tailored to real-world needs. In customer service, it means crafting personalized responses to meet individual challenges. Creativity helps generate value by improving products, services, and internal operations. It also offers alternative ways around obstacles when traditional approaches fail. The key insight is that creativity is not confined to traditionally artistic professions. It is a universal capability. Anyone who thinks critically, makes decisions, and interacts with systems or people has the potential to apply creative problem-solving. Embracing this mindset empowers professionals to bring greater value to every role, industry, and challenge. Why creativity matters to organizations. Creativity is a strategic asset for organizations navigating today's fast-paced, complex environments. First, it fuels innovation by enabling the development of new products, services, and business models. In industries like semiconductors or biotech, this translates directly into competitive advantage. Creativity is also essential for problem solving, helping teams find effective solutions to urgent or complex challenges. It supports process improvement by streamlining operations and boosting efficiency. Organizations that prioritize creativity stand out in saturated markets by offering unique solutions that others can't easily replicate. Beyond the business outcomes, creativity drives employee engagement. When team members are encouraged to contribute ideas, take ownership, and explore possibilities, they become more invested in their work. The key insight here is that in times of uncertainty, adaptability becomes the most valuable trait. Creative employees, those who can pivot, reimagine, and think differently, are the ones who will lead organizations through change and toward long-term success. Forms of workplace creativity. Creativity in the workplace appears in multiple forms, each tailored to different roles and challenges. Technical creativity involves designing new systems, data structures, or engineering solutions. An example might be reimagining chip architecture to optimize for speed and energy efficiency. Process creativity focuses on reshaping workflows and organizational operations, such as developing a leaner manufacturing process. Strategic creativity involves crafting new business models, entering emerging markets, or rethinking long-term goals, like moving from a linear to a circular economy. Finally, interpersonal creativity helps build better team dynamics and resolve conflicts through empathetic communication. Each of these forms contributes to innovation, and they often intersect. The most effective professionals blend several forms, applying them flexibly depending on the situation. Whether you're coding, managing teams, or redesigning infrastructure, there is always an opportunity to innovate. Recognizing and leveraging different forms of creativity empowers you to solve problems in more impactful and multidimensional ways. The neuroscience of creativity. Creativity is rooted in the brain's remarkable ability to combine imagination with critical evaluation. Two key neural systems are involved. The default mode network is active during idea generation, when your mind wanders or daydreams. It enables spontaneous thinking and unexpected connections. The executive control network plays the role of the filter. It focuses attention, evaluates ideas, and determines which ones are feasible. Together, these systems allow us to brainstorm freely and then refine ideas into workable solutions. Foundational cognitive traits also support creativity. Cognitive flexibility allows you to switch between different mental modes, like analytical and intuitive thinking. Pattern recognition helps identify structure within complex or chaotic inputs. Associative thinking connects ideas from diverse domains. Scientific research shows that creativity thrives under conditions of psychological safety, autonomy, and mental stimulation. In environments where people feel free to explore without judgment, the brain becomes more open to insight, novelty, and innovation. Traits of creative thinkers. Creative thinkers tend to share several psychological traits. First is openness to experience, a willingness to try new things, explore unfamiliar ideas, and entertain unconventional viewpoints without immediate judgment. Second is curiosity, the active desire to ask questions, understand how things work, and investigate new possibilities. These individuals also display a tolerance for ambiguity, meaning they are comfortable with uncertainty and can function effectively without clear-cut answers. Another important trait is intrinsic motivation, being driven by internal interest, personal satisfaction, or the desire to master a challenge rather than by external rewards. These traits create fertile ground for innovation. People with this mindset are more likely to experiment, iterate, and arrive at novel solutions. Research consistently shows that environments promoting psychological safety and intellectual autonomy help nurture these traits. In science and engineering, cultivating these habits can lead to breakthroughs in design, discovery, and implementation, making you not just productive, but truly innovative. Barriers to creativity in organizations. Despite its importance, creativity is often unintentionally suppressed in workplace environments. One major barrier is fear of failure. When mistakes are penalized, employees become reluctant to take risks. Micromanagement is another common issue. Excessive oversight stifles autonomy, which is critical for creative thinking. Rigid hierarchies also limit idea flow, especially when input is only accepted from senior leadership. Organizations that over-prioritize short-term results may ignore long-term innovative gains. A lack of psychological safety prevents people from speaking up or sharing unconventional ideas. Time pressure and chronic overwork also diminish the space needed for deep thinking. These barriers don't just slow innovation, they cost companies opportunities for growth and resilience. Overcoming them requires conscious leadership and culture change. Organizations that embrace experimentation, decentralize decision-making, and promote respectful dialogue create the conditions where creativity can flourish, fueling both individual fulfillment and collective progress. How to cultivate creativity, safe space, and diverse teams. To foster creativity, organizations must intentionally design environments that support risk-taking and diverse thinking. First, a safe space is critical. This means creating team norms that encourage idea sharing without judgment, where experimentation is welcomed and failure is viewed as a learning opportunity. Celebrating attempts, whether or not they lead to immediate success, builds confidence and engagement. Techniques like no criticism zones during brainstorming or using yes and rules in meetings help nurture openness and collaboration. Just as vital is cognitive diversity. Cross-functional collaboration, mixing individuals from different backgrounds and disciplines, leads to richer perspectives and more innovative outcomes. Rotating team memberships and intentionally combining different problem-solving styles ensures fresh input and continuous growth. The multiplier effect occurs when psychological safety and cognitive diversity are combined. This synergy creates breakthrough innovation. In highly technical environments, these strategies lead to inventive problem-solving and more effective engineering outcomes, giving time, autonomy, and better questions. 3 essential ingredients fuel creativity in the workplace: time, autonomy, and better questions. First, creative time is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Dedicating periods for exploration, side projects, or simply thinking without deadlines can lead to unexpected breakthroughs. Second, autonomy empowers individuals to choose how to approach their tasks. When engineers or analysts are given the freedom to try new methods or reframe problems, they often uncover smarter, more efficient solutions. Third, great questions shift the mindset from seeking right answers to exploring new possibilities. Questions like, what if? How might we? Or, what would happen if we reversed this? Prompt innovative thinking and challenge assumptions. These powerful prompts stimulate deeper engagement and open the door to original insights. When teams are given space to think, the freedom to act, and questions that stretch their minds, creativity becomes a natural and consistent output in problem-solving and design. Creative tools and methods. Unlocking creativity often depends on using the right tools and methods. The Scamper technique is a structured way to generate ideas by prompting you to substitute, combine, adapt, modify, or magnify, put to other uses, eliminate, or reverse elements of a process or product. It's especially useful for reimagining designs, systems, or workflows. Mind mapping, another tool, visually organizes thoughts around a central concept. It helps identify patterns, stimulate both analytical and imaginative thinking, and structure complex information, ideal for engineers managing multi-layered problems. Design thinking is a human-centered process that includes empathizing with users, defining problems clearly, ideating solutions, prototyping, and testing. It ensures solutions meet real-world needs. Brainwriting and silent ideation allow team members to generate ideas independently before sharing, which reduces social bias and boosts participation. Best practice is to use multiple tools based on context. Matching the right technique to the challenge can spark transformative ideas. Leadership's role in fostering creativity. Leaders play a foundational role in shaping a culture of creativity. It begins with modeling curiosity and vulnerability, asking questions, admitting they don't have all the answers, and inviting ideas from others. This sets the tone for open exploration. Recognizing creativity, not just efficiency, reinforces the value of original thinking. When innovation is celebrated, even when outcomes are uncertain, it motivates more people to take smart risks. Encouraging calculated risk-taking is key. Leaders must support experimentation, even if the first attempts don't succeed. Removing bureaucratic barriers, such as excessive approvals or rigid processes, clears the path for innovation to flow. Most importantly, leaders must be open to ideas from all levels, especially from junior staff and frontline workers. These team members often see challenges and opportunities others overlook. When leadership invites, protects, and amplifies creative contributions, the entire organization becomes more adaptive, energized, and prepared for the future. Creativity in action, real-world examples. Creative thinking drives breakthroughs across every industry. In the semiconductor sector, engineers have developed atomic-scale deposition techniques, like atomic layer deposition, ALD, to enhance device performance and density, pushing the boundaries of computing power. In the tech sector, software teams design innovative user experiences that improve customer retention by solving complex problems in intuitive ways. In healthcare, providers use AI-assisted diagnostics to detect patterns invisible to the human eye, reducing errors and speeding up care. In manufacturing, technicians find low-cost, high-impact solutions by creatively repurposing existing tools to overcome yield bottlenecks. These examples demonstrate that creativity isn't about artistic expression alone. It's about problem solving, technical ingenuity, and the courage to reimagine. Whether you're in R&D, quality control, or process optimization, your ability to think creatively determines your effectiveness. Across all these domains, creativity becomes the invisible engine that transforms problems into progress and imagination into impact. Measuring creativity and its impact. Creativity is often viewed as intangible and difficult to quantify. However, organizations can measure its impact through several key indicators. First, consider idea volume and diversity. This involves tracking the number and variety of ideas generated across different teams. It's not just about quantity, but also about encouraging diverse thinking and cross-functional contributions. Next, look at implementation rate, or the percentage of new ideas that are actually brought to life. A high implementation rate reflects an environment that not only welcomes creativity, but also supports experimentation and risk-taking. Another essential metric is innovation KPIs, such as revenue from new products or gains in market share. These indicators link creativity directly to business growth. In addition, engagement and feedback, like employee satisfaction and customer reception, help assess how well creative ideas resonate with internal and external stakeholders. The creativity value chain, from ideation to development, execution, and results, underscores that creativity must drive action. The key insight is that creativity has the greatest value when it produces tangible outcomes, not just when ideas are generated. Conclusion: creativity as a strategic asset. Creativity is no longer optional. It's a core capability that distinguishes organizations that evolve from those that fall behind. In a world where knowledge ages rapidly and routines are easily automated, the human capacity to imagine, adapt, and innovate is essential for sustainable success. Every individual has creative potential. It's not limited to artists or designers. The real challenge is unlocking it, removing the barriers, nurturing the mindset, and channeling it toward meaningful problems. When creativity becomes embedded in your team's DNA, innovation becomes a repeatable outcome, not a rare event. And as automation grows, creativity will remain one of the most uniquely human contributions to industry, science, and society. As William Plomer said, creativity is the power to connect the seemingly unconnected. That power is your competitive edge, and it starts with choosing to think differently, collaborate openly, and act courageously in every role you step into.